predictability. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows your tune. Then a little voice inside you whisper, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, God is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you
What's up, everyone? Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're super pumped to have our seniors, a group of our senior panel here tonight. We're going to be able to ask them some questions and get to chat with them a little bit. Before we do that, before we get into some of the hard-hitting questions, we just want to know who we're talking to. So if you could give us a little bit of who you are, maybe a hobby, a talent, a school that you go to, your name. Give us something to identify you by, and we'll start with Abby. How about we start with Abby?
Hi, my name is Abby. I go to Leo High School. Singing is something that I love to do, and I've been a part of Leo's concert and jazz choirs. And a passion of mine is photography.
Nice.
I can go next. I'm Bethany. I've been homeschooled throughout my entire schooling years. And some of my hobbies, I like to sew. I just recently made a quilt. And I like to bake pastries. And I think that's it.
All right, I'll go next. My name is Caleb, and I am a senior at Leo, obviously. And some of my hobbies are playing guitar and frisbees with my buddies.
Nice.
I'll go. My name is Sydney. I go to Leo High School. I am in jazz choir. I love singing. I also do bowling, which is really fun. And one of my hobbies is just sitting down and reading a good book.
All right, I can go. Oh, all right. I'm Tessa. I went to Leo. No one's really going there much these days. I was in marching band, and I would have been in concert band and all that jazz, but that got canceled. But I do enjoy music a lot and playing music and listening to it and all that.
All right, I'm Morgan. I sing in the youth band and I sing on church sometimes on Sundays. My hobbies are art. I do a lot of art. And I play guitar. I'm currently trying to get my violin fixed to learn how to play violin. I go to Leo, and I'll be going to Purdue, Fort Wayne in the fall.
Nice.
Hi, my name is David. I go to Leo Junior Senior High School, and I'll just list a few of my hobbies. My hobbies are I like to try to play guitar, and then I also like to hang out with friends.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. Well, here's kind of a second question. It's kind of a little bit more serious question. You guys kind of got your senior year cut short. Maybe a few of you guys can answer. What is maybe like the biggest thing that you feel like you've had to grieve over the last several weeks that just got cut short, whether that was sports or prom or graduation? Like, what's been the biggest thing that's just been really hard for you guys?
I've been involved in a lot of different things for like a lot of years. So I was in choir. This would have been my 13th year. And I was in Bible quizzing. And I'm very much a person who likes to finalize things and know that this is the final time that I will be singing, or this is the final time I'll be in a Bible quiz. And it was really hard to know that I had done it for the last time without being able to say goodbye to it as I did it. So, yeah.
That's good.
Closure. Yeah, closure is hard. You don't get to have that
Mhm.
closure and stuff.
Absolutely.
One of the biggest things that like I've kind of been missing and lost from this was just my entire track season. I'd been putting a lot of time into it and just a lot of work and really hoping it'd go well this year, but it got cut short. We only had about 2 meets and that was all canceled.
The biggest thing I'm missing is our girls group in jazz choir, Soul by the Dozen, finally got a gold and made it to state. And then it got canceled. So the first time I make it to state my senior year, I don't get to go.
I think it's really good. I think one of the big things that I've learned as I'm losing things is just kind of name them. I think it's important just to say, hey, this is what we've lost, and try to find the joy in all that too. So thanks for sharing that. I know other people are struggling with that same question too.
Yeah, we're all losing something. We're all walking through missing and being unfortunate about something. So thanks for sharing those things. Hey, another question. Cool opportunity for you guys to brag on some other people, some people who've had a cool influence or a big spiritual influence or whatever it is on your life. I just want to hear from all of you. Who is someone in your life who's made a significant influence in your life? That could be parent, could be teacher, could be youth pastor, could be whatever. Just brag on some people. Let's start with Tessa.
So someone that made a significant impact on my life was actually a summer staffer. So make sure you come to Grable during the summer because those people are awesome. It was Natalie Hoist, and it was like a few years ago, but those people are great people to form bonds with because it's kind of hard to relate to some older adults sometimes. So it's nice to get like a fresh aspect from some younger people.
Cool.
No offense.
My parents have been a big part of my life. I don't know, everyone makes mistakes and everyone has problems with their parents at times, but they've been such a good influence on me and have shown me so much love, even when I did not deserve it.
One of my biggest influences has probably been my best buddy in this call, David Bresnahan. He's just always been there for me and always been a listening ear and just a good influence overall and kept me pretty grounded.
Well, Caleb, you beat me to it because I was going to say you as well. But another option would also be my parents. I know they have a very significant role in my life, but yeah, Caleb is also up there.
I would also say my parents as well. I mean, they've helped me through life's toughest times since day one, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. And they've led the way to Jesus's path for me.
So cool.
For me, it's my dad, of course, my Pastor C. He's a nut, but sometimes he can really get into it, and he's a really big help. Then 2 ladies that have really helped me is Greta Johnson, shout out. She was a summer staffer too. She's great, always checking up on me, and I really appreciate that. And Miss Rhonda Belair.
Awesome.
So my biggest influence has definitely been my parents, especially Val. Ever since she came to our family, it's just been nice to have her in the house, and she's always there for me whenever I need her.
That's
So
awesome.
cool. I love that, being able to take some time and just thank people and be able to realize and put names to who are those people who've made you guys who you are today. Because you're pretty awesome people. There's some pretty awesome people behind those awesome people. So we're all thankful for them as well.
That's so good. Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, is there's always people behind us that are helping us become who we are. And so that's awesome to kind of hear some of those names. The next question for you guys, I'd love to hear some of you guys answer this. What has been some of your favorite GSM moments? Whether that's camp, whether that's Wednesday night, small group, kind of take us behind the scenes of your experience. What are some of your guys' favorite memories of GSM?
I'll go first on this one. Whenever I first came here, the senior group that was here, the group of girls were so welcoming to all of the younger ones, especially even though I was new, they were welcoming to me too. They started this big girls sleepover, and that may have been one of the funnest things that the girls did together, because we had the younger girls and the older girls all together, and they played all kinds of throwbacks. We did dance competitions and karaoke, and it was so fun. We even got to a point where the younger girls tried to break dance, and I'm pretty sure I have at least 7 videos, and it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Breakout groups were some of my favorite things we did. A few times we went to DeBrand, which was kind of fun. But my favorite memory was one time we did a chopped competition. And so we were all given a little bag of random ingredients and we had to make something out of it. It was really fun. That was my favorite part.
That's so cool.
One of my favorite memories was a breakout group. I think it was either freshman year or 8th grade year. I forget which, but it was at Luke Klimak's house. And we spent the night and stayed up to like 4 a.m. Drinking Mountain Dew, eating Doritos, and then playing Xbox and PS4.
That just sounds like a good time. That's awesome.
That is. That's awesome.
My favorite memory was when we went to Kim's house and, you know, we were having a bonfire and eating food. Like, that's just, like, always a great time. And then, you know, we all see the hammock. So we all just go over there and we start sitting on each other. And next thing you know, we're all on the ground laughing. I just thought that was the greatest night of my life.
The hammock break?
No, it didn't break.
Oh, good. Okay. You guys fell out. Gotcha.
One of my favorite memories is basically the same thing David said. Yeah, Luke Klimak had us over to his house for a breakout group. There were probably about 10 senior guys there. We brought probably like five different like gaming consoles and had 3 or 4 different TVs and a computer monitor set up. And we just stayed up till 4 drinking Mountain Dew and playing games. Probably the most notable part is I managed to type in the password on someone's phones wrong so many times to the point where they had to plug it into a computer and log into their Apple ID through that.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
So my favorite memory from GSM is in GSM now, we played Telestrations, and Bethany Pepple had put me as her word. So she was like Sydney, and it ended up being Creepy Girl was the last thing, and we all died laughing.
Oh, that's awesome.
We call her Creepy Girl. I think my favorite memory is at CDYC on the last night, you stay up all night. It's the rule, it's the law. And I think those nights and then also the subsequent awful mornings are some of my favorite memories.
Yes. I remember that from last year. You were like a zombie. Like when we were having breakfast together, you're just like, don't talk to me. That's awesome.
It hits different.
That's super cool. It's awesome to replay memories and be able to reminisce on those things. Hey, a question for you guys that we'd love for you to share with whoever's listening tonight is, what's something that God's teaching you right now? One of our things here at GSM is, what's God teaching you and what are you going to do about it? So we'd love for you to share with whoever's listening now. What is something that God's been teaching you right now in the midst of where you're at?
For me, I'd definitely say that he's teaching me patience and probably a little bit more of like focusing on what I need to do with school because of how many distractions there are around me now.
Probably one main thing for me is just kind of accepting what happens and acknowledging that I'm not in control of everything. God's in control of everything. Because I've always had this notion of like, if I work hard enough or I do everything down by the book, I can get to where I want to be. But God through this is just teaching me with everything being canceled and shut down that it's okay to just be patient and trust in him.
Good. So good. So good.
Yeah, mine's pretty close to the same thing as Caleb's. I'm being taught right now with worrying about colleges, and even after the senior Zoom, I have a college one that I have to look into, and I've had to learn to let go and let God. So it's going to be my new motto walking into my freshman year of college.
Cool. Well, this next question may be really similar to what you guys just said, but I want to pivot this direction just a little bit. What advice would you give to GSM as a whole? All the way from middle school all the way up to the juniors, like what would you tell them that may be helpful walking forward until they get to the place where you guys are now?
It's kind of cool. What I want to tell you, because I got it from a senior who did this like 2 or 3 years ago.
That's cool.
And he said, and I think it was Eli Steiner, so like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. And he said, in the light of eternity, does this really matter? And to just judge things off that. So whenever I feel horrible about a test, or when me and my friends are having arguments, just thinking, okay, in 5-10 years, does it matter? In the light of eternity, is this really that important? And it just kind of gets everything back into perspective.
All right, so I'd say be optimistic. This won't last forever. You can't really appreciate the higher moments of life without going through the lows.
I would say, like, never give up on something that you have your heart set on, because, like, with God by your side, He always has a plan for you. So don't worry about it. It will be okay. And, just look for the bigger picture in life and see what's ahead for you.
One thing I would say is always choose your friends in a way that'll benefit you. Have friendships that are founded in faith, not just founded in what fun you can have and what you can do with it. Having people you can go back to consistently and lean on definitely helped me in my faith. And it's just, you never stop growing in it with your friends. Just having people who are there for you through everything and who keep pushing you to be more like Christ just helps you stay strong.
Well, something that I would say, this is directed towards GSM as the older side of people. Y'all don't be afraid to grab those younger kids, because they're coming in and they're scared to death. And I'm sure most of the kids transitioning from middle school to high school are nervous. And I remember moving here, how open those seniors were, how open the juniors were. It took me into their arms, and that helped a lot with my growing, not just, with people, but in my faith. So don't be afraid to grab those younger kids, break out of your close little circle and bring people in, because it will mean the world to them in the end. Same thing for the younger kids. Don't be afraid to walk up to the older kids. They're not going to be mean to you. And if they are, you can probably tell Kevin, he'll smack them around for you. And it'll be fine. At the end of the day, you're going to want this group of people at GSM to be there for you, because these groups of people, these are the people that you will have with you in faith for a long time. So don't be afraid to pull people in.
My piece of advice would probably be to enjoy these high school years and middle school years while you have them. Because before you know it, life will change in a blink. And you're going to wish that you had maybe spent some more time with that friend or really gotten to know this person more. Don't walk out of here with regrets.
That's good.
Yeah, I think my advice is really similar to Caleb's, just to surround yourself with uplifting people, because those are the people that are going to be there for you, and they'll make you a better person and keep you accountable. And those are going to be your lifelong friends.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. This is one of my favorite times of the year, is just hearing from the seniors. The class of 2020 will always have an effect on GSM in some way. Like Bethany, I loved how you said a senior a couple years ago said this. So understanding that your impact is huge. It's kingdom. It's forever. And so we appreciate you guys, but also we don't want to keep you forever. We want you guys to go out and be who God has called you to be. And so thank you guys so much for leading well. Thank you for just loving students and just even impacting my own life too, and challenging me in different ways too. So thank you guys so much. I'm excited just to continue to go through the summer with you guys. Brandon and I love you guys so much, and we pray for you often. So thanks for being a part of this panel, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the series.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Cool, guys. Well, hey, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed interacting back and forth with some of our senior friends. That was cool.
Yeah, and I think we won the award for the most awkward sign-off to a Zoom
Oh,
call
goodness.
ever.
That was awful. I didn't know what to do with my hands. It was like...
Freezing. It's like, bye. Yeah, but we have one more thing. Before we sign off...
It's awesome.
We have a video that we have been anticipating to show you guys. The Skit guys decided to do a video just personal to the GSM graduating seniors.
It's super awesome. Like, you're not going to leave. Make sure you're checking this out. They have a special announcement just for you guys, just to hang out for you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah. So take a look at this video.
Hey, I'm Tommy Woodard. This is my best friend in the world.
My name is Eddie. We're the Skid Guys, and we heard Missionary Church that you all are having graduation Sunday, and we wanted to be a part of it.
Yes, thank you, Gray Bill, for having us here today. We love it. Kevin, the original man in black, invited us, and we are happy to be here.
Yes, he always wears black. Why is that? Why I don't.
It's
It is
slimming.
slimming.
Yeah.
It is slimming.
Yeah.
So we got that. So that's good. Also, I hear you all live by Amish people, so I wonder if they're being affected by anything. They may not be. I don't
I think
know.
so. I don't think it works that way.
But I tell you, it's Brennan. It's Brennan. He's the guy.
He affected everything. He shows up, brings COVID with him, shuts down the student ministry.
And he was supposed to get married. None of it happened. What?
Wow. Life is a great mystery.
Oh, boy.
Listen, between the two of us, we've been to a lot of graduations, a lot of baccalaureates, and so we wanted to share something special with you today.
Okay, graduating class of Leo High School. I'm going to be the nondescript principal, okay? Just kind of giving the baccalaureate speech, or just kind of introducing everything for graduation. Okay.
I'll be the guest speaker.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Wanted to welcome the class of 2020. Glad you're here. We're virtually here. Wanted to say congratulations. You did a great job. The school year started out like a nice warm chocolate chip cookie and ended up like a macadamia nut. But I digress. We press on and we press forward. Wanted to encourage you a little bit. I brought your pastor here to give us some encouraging words to you. So please, will you welcome your pastor, your senior pastor. Senior pastor, go ahead, give us a few words of encouragement for the graduating class of 2020.
Hey, y'all. My name's Christian, and I'm the pastor down the road. Just one of y'all, happy to be here, all right? And, I know y'all are thinking, wow, how'd we get here? Because just the other day you were, knee-high to a toad frog, and now here you are graduating. But you know what? I mean, in the immortal words of one of my, favorite singers, Miley Cyrus, post Hannah Montana, pre-Wrecking Ball, it's about to climb. That's what it's about. It's about to climb, y'all. That's what I'm saying right there.
All right. Thank you, Pastor. I don't know if I've ever heard of anyone, a pastor use Miley Cyrus as an illustration. Okay. Folks, that's the way it is, but we're going to get through this together.
And those are good words. We hope that you have the opportunity to hear some great orator talk to you and encourage you.
Yeah, John 16:33 says this, there's going to be trouble in this world, but, and I love that word right there, but be of good cheer. Jesus says, I have overcome the world. We're going to have some troubles. We're going to have some things that don't make sense. But that word but kind of just dismisses all of that to say, be of good cheer. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to that joy, because I have overcome the world. We can walk safely as you go through these next 90 days. There's going to be some great things around the horizon. I know there's been some grief. There's been some letting go of some things. But as we move forward, the best is yet to be.
Yeah, it's really true. None of us started this school year knowing what was coming down the road, but you know what? God did. None of it caught him by surprise. And he knows what the rest of life has to offer you and the plans that he has for you. So keep your eyes on him, keep following him, and he'll keep your path straight.
That's right. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your virtual graduation, seniors. It's going to be great. And the better days are the better days are ahead.
God bless you.